Hello and welcome to Paint the Edges with your hosts James Mack and James Thayer. I do apologize for sounding very Australian today. Um, I'm just throwing shots out before 5 seconds into the podcast. I'm like very Australian, aka whiny and very like nasally. I've my my mom's always, or my mom always used to say that. She used to be like, "Yeah, it's just like a bit of a whiny accent, isn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. It is. It's got a little bit of a twang, like a whine to it, like a something, like the. It's not a lovely language in any shape or form. Let's put it that way. It's not like a lovely language. It's not a lovely what's the word that I'm looking for? Tone,
Accent.
voice, accent. Yeah. Anyways, accent. It's not my most favorite in the world, but I'm here, and it gave me safety. So
You're here.
thank
You're
you.
getting
I'll
used
take
to
it.
it.
I will take that. Definitely will take that. Since I've been talking, myself, my dad, we're talking like a daily now. So when we're talking more, I've definitely still got a lot more South African back in me, which is fantastic. Yeah, there was a time that I was getting concerned, like very concerned with kind of
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
been enough time that you picked a little bit back up. Now you can keep
on.
it with you.
Yeah, for life, in terms of those things. But fun fact, life update. Kind of, hopefully. I don't want to speak to. Well, by the time this comes out, we should definitely be confirmed. But 5-year American visa.
Come through by the
Yeah.
time this comes out. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. So look, absolute fucking chaos. Like the most chaos I've ever had to go through in a long time. Went to this visa interview, and the lady grilled me. All right, hold on. Let's start with this.
Yeah.
Let's start with this. So, have to go to the visa consulate, or the US Consulate down in Sydney. First things first, which made me really uncomfortable. Like really, really uncomfortable. I had to arrive, and like you get an email the day before of like, hey, no like electronic devices with you. So I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna do this? Like, except cell phones, which will be like stored and secured for you, but like no laptops, no bags over the size of like a purse type scenario, like strict. Right now, I'm like, okay, cool-ish. I don't remember the time period that I've left the house without having a backpack on me. It's been that long of a time period. So I left, and I didn't know how to feel about myself because I didn't have a backpack on for this entire time beforehand that I'm there. So you arrive, you have an appointment time, which does confuse me in the whole entire thing. An appointment time of like 11:15, got to be there. They send you directions of like they have a waiting area if you arrive before your appointment time, which is like a building next to the building. Weird. So they have a waiting area, which is kind of just like a doctor's office type vibe. No one in there, no door, nothing. It's literally a building with chairs. So you're sitting there. So I arrived at like 11:45. So 11:45, I was very early. Got a coffee, went in there, sitting there, and this lady, like officer, walks in, and she's like, "Oh, are you here for an appointment? Like, say it's out there, and anyone here for an appointment, you can go line up." So I'm like, "Okay,
I'm here for an appointment.
winning."
Yeah.
Winning. So I arrive half an hour early, line up. Now we got to go through this entire thing. Again, not enjoying my life because I don't have my backpack with me. Go through this whole search and fucking seizure of everything. My hip replacement. Yeah. That sets off the stupid electronic thing. And it does. It does at certain airports unless they have the one where you have to like do the hands up.
Yeah.
Like that. So it sets it off, and I kid you not, we went through 4 times to the point. Oh, this is crucial to the story. To the point where eventually they were like, oh, the first time they thought it was the pants, like because I was wearing like long pants with a zip. And I was like, it's not the pants, it's my hip replacements on the left hand side. They're like, okay, what does the one thing now? It shows up. He's like, oh, it's your pants zipper. He's like, but it's like it's coming up as something different. So I'm like, yes, it's the hip replacement. So he's like, do you consent to like a search or see whatever, like
pat me down.
whatever. So he's like, pay me now. So he's like, so I'm like, yeah, dude, just go for it. I understand this. He's like, okay, cool, follow me. So we go to this little room. I go to the room. He tells me to take my pants off. At this moment in time, I was like, hold on. I thought this was a pat down, right? So they take my pants off. They take my pants up. My pants go through the stupid fucking scanner. They put this through the X-ray machine. I'm getting wanded. The wand picks up on the hip again. So I'm like, I've told you, it's the hip.
Look at these scars. There is metal in this hip.
So I literally am like, so he's like, okay, well, I have to pat you down. So he pats me down and wants me again. And I'm like, it's the hip. And I literally pull up and I show him the scar. And he's like, okay. So then I'm standing there and he's just like standing and looking at me. He's like, you can go. And I was like, can I have my pants back? I'm in my undies, bro. Literally in my undies and a t-shirt. And I'm like, yo. So he's like, I was like, oh, it's all good. You're just doing your job. So this takes an extra 10, 15 minutes of my fucking time. So eventually I walk and then you got to go. This is probably illegal that I'm telling this entire, like, mapping out the inside of the consulate. But anyways, we go to this elevator, which takes you to the next floor, which then takes you to the next fucking floor. So I'm standing in line for the step one, the like check-in. They scan my passport, they do the fucking things. That took a good like 30 minutes to do. I do my fingerprints, they verify the fingerprints, and then like, okay, go sit in the line. Yo, this line is long. Like I've worked it out from the amount of people in the next queue. There's 2 tellers open that are doing the interviews, which is done via a glass. Like it's not a room or anything like that. And most of them are visas, not like normal travel visas and shit. So I work it out that it's taking about 30 minutes per row of individuals. So I'm like, this is going to take 2 hours. I was like, this is going to take 2 hours. Now, in hindsight, I had booked my flight to leave. So the visa interview was like 11:15. Yeah. 11:15. I booked to leave on the flight at 3:30, something like that. Which I was like, that's more than enough time.
Yeah, because silly you thinking that you had to set an appointment that it's going to happen relative to that, and then
correct, right? Like that was my that was the logic behind this. So this line starts going. Now, 1, loved it. It was great. I didn't have any phone notifications for 4 hours. It's kind of how 3 hours is actually how. So it was fantastic because I didn't have my phone, right? So I'm just sitting there rereading my application 6 times at least because I know I'm about to get grilled, and I started this application about a year ago. So, in the nicest way, I don't remember exactly what I put in this application. Like, not that I'm lying, but I'm just like, I can't remember the exact stats and the figures that I put in there, which kind of important to know. So, anyways, this thing like carries on. People are idiots. Absolutely. You watch people in a natural habitat of no distractions around them, like not. Society has got a problem. We are in trouble. Many, many troubles. Eventually we get to the window, and as I'm about to get to the window, I see that like no one else is coming in. So I'm quite far towards the back, and no one else is coming in. And it's like everything's shutting down. So I'm like, that's interesting. Like, I wonder like what time they close. Like, what's the vibe here? Well, anyways, get to the window, and I've been sussing this out. So there's a guy and a girl, like visa staff lady, right? And like the guy's been a dick, like hard ass, like properly. So we got 2 lines. The lady's been quite nice, like you could see. Now, my dad knows this as well. Like, I am very charming when I need to be. Okay, I'll use it. And, like it'll be a hi, ma'am. How are you? Like, yo. Especially in those scenarios when I need something from you, I'm gonna be the most well-behaved human you can. Especially when I look like this. So I'm like sick. I'm gonna make sure that in this queue, like it was 2 people longer for the female one, but the success rate was looking real good.
See a
So
lot
I
more
go to
smiles, a lot more people
look,
leaving happy.
most people not leaving with a fucking orange paper, and I worked out that the orange paper means refused. So I was like, sick, don't want that one.
Yeah,
Don't want
fuck
that one.
line.
So I'm like in the ladies' line. Now, literally 3 from the front of this line, a third teller opens. And then like it's a lady again. So I'm like, all right, cool, hedging my bets, I should be fine. And I get moved into that line with her. And as this happens, there's a couple ahead of me, like a guy and a girl. They go up, and I'm listening to her grill them. And I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, I know I'm in trouble.
Forgot something over there. Let me just step out.
I know I'm in trouble, right? She's grilling this dude, specifically because he had a drug charge. He had a drug charge for being stopped with possession of MDMA, which was hilarious to me.
Just a party
like this,
boy.
yeah, it was like it was just hilarious about like with the whole thing, and like she just kept but and this is when I knew that I was gonna be up for a tough time. He told her about it. It's on the record list. And the amount of time she continued to ask him about the situation with various different questions, I was like, oh, she's good. This is going to be hard. This is going to be an interesting time. So I came up.
Just keep this in mind, because she's coming right off break. So she's not at the end of her day where she's just trying to get through it. She's fresh. She's probably coffee loaded, ready to go. She's just starting her shift.
She's just starting. Well, she's starting her next part of the shift, which I find out they close. So they only take like a 3 hour appointment window. So it's like from 10 till 11:30. And then the consulate closes at like 3.
Is this a situation where it's like no more through the door, but we'll finish everybody in the line, or they just shut down it's like, hey, you didn't get to the window in time?
Look, it shuts the door and then they finish. However, I work out, going through this entire thing, that the finish is also determined on who the fuck is left in the building. Right? So, this chick grills me. Like, I have been, and multiple times. You know how many times I got asked anyways, the whole visa thing, like I put in this trade treaty, basically, essentially create an OTC in America, work, higher performance coaching, all this. Then the first fucking question, what do you do? So I was like, like immediately hit her with the elevator pitch, like high performance coach. Like we work with concierge, we work with different, like we have different tiers within the business. She's like, what's high performance coach? Like, what is that? So I like have to go. I was like, we work with athletes, like this type of thing. She's like, why? I was like,
at that point, you're like, to make them better.
Yeah, literally. So I'm like, right, wrong.
Yeah.
So like she grills me. She's like, all right, so like hear me out. Like I know nothing about sport, and I was like, okay. Yeah. So she's like, but I obviously know like NFL and shit like that. So I was like, okay. She's like, but those teams, like those guys, they have people in the organization. So why would they come to you? And I was like, great question. Yep. And I put it out to her. I was like, this is a financial investment. This is where it goes. To the point she starts grilling me about salaries that these guys could be working, like could be earning. I'm like, luckily, thank God. I haven't thanked him, but I've got to thank Shallow more that I have paid more attention to when he talks in general, because I could spit all of the numbers out of like starting salary in the NFL, like coming, so like I had these numbers. God forbid that I didn't know that, because I would have been fucked. Then she turns around and she's like, all right, cool. Like, why can't you do this here in Australia? So now I have to, this thing, I have to remember everything I've said about what I can do in the US, come up with an answer as to why I can't do that here, and justify this. So, dude, and
yeah, without insulting the country that you're currently in, of why I want to go to America to work with those athletes.
Yes. So it continues. I shit you not. We went through this thing, dude, and this is how I like shout out. I actually can't remember what her name was. It's on her name badge. I remember it. I have to find it. Shout out her. because holy fuck, she is trained well. Because the amount of time she asked me the same question, but in a completely different way to make sure that my answers were consistent, insane.
Mm-hmm.
Insane in terms, like, it's been a long time since someone has challenged me mentally in that capacity. Dude, I was sweating bullets at a time. Like, I was like, all right, this is not easy.
And the fact that you're sweating bullets and it's like, all of this is
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
This is the hardest part.
Most legal way possible.
So she's like, so like, why wouldn't you? I was like, because she's like, obviously, I educate for a company that's based in the US as well. Like, this is the ties. She's like, so how do you, like, what's your business plan? Yo, she asked me business plan. I had to be fair, I think I submitted one. I can't remember exactly what the fuck it was. I had to come up on the fly. Like, how are we going to do this? She's like, so how are you going to get leads? And I was like, well, educate with this company. This is where she's like, oh, okay. So that will kind of, and I was like, yes, cool. So then she's just, a lot of the time, and I kept referring back to, like, I want to make sure I do this legally. And she was like, oh, yeah, fair. Okay, cool. I was like, I can
don't give that often. Thanks for referencing that.
Grilled for an hour. Remember, I've also been standing for like 2.5 hours now. Okay, it's coming up to, it was about 2 and a bit hours. Or 2 and a bit hours. So now I'm really trying to fucking, and there's no one left. So, like, everyone else is gone. I'm here, and there's like a pro-Palestine fucking rally going on outside. So all the security staff are now coming and lining up next to the windows on the top one, looking down. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I'm having this interview. People are shouting behind me. It's a lot going on. So she carries on, and she gets to the point. She's like, okay, cool. Like, I can make a decision with regards to this. She's like, so I'm refusing your visa. So I was like, son of a bitch.
Why?
She's like, I'm refusing your visa on the grounds that reciprocity, that one hasn't been paid. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
To who? For what?
So she's like, so what would happen is the consulate is now closed. You would usually go to the teller next door and pay it, and then we could then approve the visa. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, so you're going to have to come back. And I was like, I don't know how to do that because I don't live here. And she's like, okay. And her manager like comes over and they talk and they're like, oh, you can pay this online. So if you pay this online and email it through.
Do that
right now. I was like, I'll do that. And then I looked at it and I was like, I don't have my phone. So I was like, I can't pay for that
my phone
because
wallet. Do it right now.
So she's like, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you this paper that's a refusal, but it's a refusal under the grounds that the whatever hasn't fucking been paid, right? And then once you do the payment, you can then email that through to us, and then we'll process and finalize the application. So in my head, I'm like, I think I've passed. Like, I'm quite confident that I've passed, but it's also very confusing, right? Because I don't know I don't even know what the fuck that word means. I swear to God, I may be super not intelligent. But that's
because typically it's like paying for previous services or like back payment of something.
Okay, so why would I pay that before I get a
That's
visa?
why I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you supposed to pay the thing that you haven't gotten yet?
Yeah, so look, dude, I'm confused out of my mind. Now, here's the other thing. I have no idea what this is going to cost. I have no idea. I was like, $500.
Whatever
like a visa.
Gets me the visa. Like, I thought I paid all the visa things, but
I thought I paid lawyers' fees. I had to pay like a visa appointment fee. I had to pay a fucking a transport fee. So this is why I'm confused.
Hidden fee, because that's what I would have assumed is like I paid for the appointment. Like, does that not cover? There's an additional
visa
fee.
Yeah. So look, I paid like whatever $500 for it because that in my head I was like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of on par with like what a visa fee would be. So I go through this process. So she's like, all right, you don't have to come back. I'm going to keep your passport till we can
Don't like that.
So I'm going to keep your passport so we can process this. Do the payment when you get home, and then we can continue the next steps. If there's any more problems, we'll reach out to you. So now I'm like, hold on. So I pay this. I could probably, like, is there a chance of me still being refused? And like, I don't know. Now everyone's trying to get me out of the fucking building at the same time as this. So I'm stressing my nuts, holding the piece of paper, this orange fucking piece of paper that I've seen every person get rejected with. Mine now said, like, she circles this fucking QR code that I have to follow to then find out the reciprocity fee or whatever the fuck it is, and then pay it and then send it to this email to then hopefully get my passport back. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, was there a discussion of, are you sending me my passport? I kind of need that for visa,
life,
travel,
and other things. So now I'm still in a little bit of a limbo. So I'm very confused. I go through the thing. I go downstairs. Like, all the security staff are downstairs, like, kind of talking shit. You can see, like, everyone's kind of closing up shop. So fuck it. I order my Uber. I get back. Luckily, I stayed at the same place that I always stay, which is great. Luckily, that was quite close to where we were, about 15, 20 minutes. I walk in. Now, remember, I've timed this perfectly. So I've got my bags like 90% packed. All I need to do is just throw literally a different t-shirt on, close my bag up, and then fuck off to the airport, because the airport would be 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away. And then from there, I would be about within an hour before my boarding my flight. I could get my work done. Sweet. Fantastic. I'm gold. Now, dude, so I'm like taking my shirt off, fucking eating some food quickly, and my phone starts ringing, and it says US Consulate. And I'm like, oh,
better
this
answer
is not a good sign. So, like, I answer, I'm like, hello, James Maxwell speaking. And she's like, hi, it's whatever the fuck her name was from the US Consulate. I've made a mistake.
Okay.
Yo, you want to know me go frozen chills? I've made a mistake. Have you made the payment yet? So I immediately shit myself thinking that they've rejected me for something. And now I've just lost, wait for it, $8,000 was the fucking reciprocity fee that I had to pay. $8,000. Dude, I nearly shat myself. When I saw that number, I was like, what the fuck am I paying for? Multiple re-entry visa for whatever, 60 months. For 5 years. $8,000. Yo, what you're feeling right now? Panic. Immediate panic down. Like, I shat myself when I saw that number. I was like, cool.
Didn't want to go to America anyway.
Yeah. I'll just go on the fucking work visa, on the B1 visa. That's like $50, and it lasts me like a year. I'll just do that one. So now, and in my head, that was like the logic I went through. I went through the logic of like $500. Like, that's what I was now thinking. This next thing, I'd be like, cool. It hurts.
Yeah.
But cool.
Don't like it. I'll take it.
Yeah, don't like it. Yo, take it. $8,000. $8,000 was I just got bent over the table. Yo, fucking Uncle Sam bent me completely. Right, so fuck, dude. I have no options. So I pay this thing, and then I get this phone call. So now I'm in full panic, and I'm like, okay, what's wrong? No, because I was, I made a mistake. Can you come back? I'm like, she's like, oh, sorry. She said, are you still in the area? Can you come back? So I'm like, well, I just got to my like hotel. I'm 15, 20 minutes away. Like, I can be there if you need, like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
No, in me asking all the questions, I forgot to verify your fingerprints. I can't move this to the next step to then accept the payment fee because I haven't verified your fingerprints.
What the fuck? Is that fingerprinting you again? Or just like,
no, literally fingerprinting me again after the...
So I'm like, got some circles here, circles there. Close enough.
So I'm like, okay, I'll be there now. So I jump in an Uber.
I don't have an option, but I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't have an option. I
to the
just
closed
pay.
embassy. Yep.
Yeah, so now I stand outside and I knock on the door. There's a fucking protest going on behind me. I knock on the door. Dude, the security guard cop opens, looks at me and is like, "What?" I'm like, "They told me to come back." So he's like, "Name." And then closes the door on me, and 5 minutes later comes back and opens the door and be like, "Yeah, you're in the list." I'm like, "What is this? A special VIP club? Like what?" So I walk in, and now I walk in, and the place is properly fucking empty now. But there's still staff. I mean, makes sense. It's closed.
Yeah.
Remember the security check that I did? Yo, I had to do that again. And because it was different staff, because they rotate through everything, I was like, "Hey man, I've just been through this. It's my hip replacement. That's what it is." And the guy just looked at me, he's like, "Walk through the beams." I was like, "Fuck's sake." So I walk through it, it goes off. I walk through it, it goes off. He's like, "Yeah, it's your pants." I was like, "It's not my pants, brother. I have a hip replacement." So he's like, "Well, do you consent?" I was like, "Yes, I consent." And I start walking towards the door. I literally start walking towards the fucking door. He's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "Well, you're about to take me." "No, I'm going to pat you down here." So then he started.
What was that other? What was that other guy doing?
Exactly.
You're like, "No, we don't have you remove clothes."
Exactly. So I immediately was like,
this is like one of the skits where they're like, "Yeah, that guy doesn't work here. He's been doing strip searches all day."
Literally. So the dude wants me, and it beeps at the zipper, feels the zipper. And I was like, "It's not the zipper, dude. It's my hip replacement." He's like, "Okay, cool." So
good to go.
Then he escorts me to the fucking the same place that I was. And then I'm just standing at the line. So now there's still guards up there. And I'm just standing in the line, and he's like, "Yeah, just at this teller, there's a light on." So I'm like, "Okay." So I'm just chilling there. Suddenly I see her walking down the other side. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." But it's like, "No, it's I'm humble." I'm like, it's okay, ma'am." It's it's all good. She's like, "Yeah, just take your left thumb for me, put it on the dink." She's like, "Cool, you can go." I looked at her and I was like, just the thumb?" She's like, "Yep, just the thumb." I was like, "I've made that payment." She's like, "Oh, perfect. Do you have it on you? Do you have the receipt?" I was like, it's on my phone downstairs." She's like, "Oh, it'll come through to the email. It's fine." And then we'll see from there.
How the fuck do you take all this shit where everything's stored? How do you expect me to have the receipt?
So now I go out. I go downstairs. I give them my little fucking taggy thing to try and find my phone. Do you think they can find my phone?
Yep. I'm the only person here.
So now there's everyone's asking where the phone they're trying to find it. Turns out the phone got put into a personal safe, not the normal fucking safe. Anyways, I get my phone. Now I'm shitting myself because I'm about to
because you have a flight.
All right. So my boarding starts in 30 minutes, and I'm 20 minutes away from my hotel and 20 minutes away from the airport. So I'm 40 minutes away from the airport. I have 30 minutes till boarding starts, and a 20-minute window of this. Now, if anyone's gone through Sydney Airport, it used to be they've upgraded my only saving grace. It used to be an absolute nightmare to drop bags off and to go through things, and it sucked. I done an upgrade. Saving grace. Number 1. Okay, saving grace number 2, my flight gets delayed. Only way I managed to fucking make this entire thing work is because by sweet baby Jesus delayed the flight because of a storm. That was my Thursday. Yep. Completely bent over by Uncle Sam, and yeah, I sat there and I was like, how is this how we function as a society? Anyways, so I think I haven't had anyone phone me and tell me no, and I haven't had any rejection emails, and they've taken my money. So as far as I understand, I have a 5-year working visa to the United States. I can come see you and live there for the next 5 years.
Well, if you ever figure out what the reciprocity fee covers, please let me know.
I genuinely don't know. I think it's the honestly, the fee covers the being able to enter the country multiple times for 60 months.
No wonder everybody's getting an orange letter.
Well, but remember, this is a special visa, but at the same time, I'm still completely confused as to why the fuck this happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here for it. I've done it. It's a thing. So now I'm waiting for my passport.
You do have to get that back. The way that they handled your phone, I would make sure to check in on that.
Especially because I work so bloody hard for that.
The way she forgot your fingerprint, I would just make, hey, just checking in. My passport does get mailed to me, right?
Do you know what? So there's two things I can see happening here. One, I don't even know how to get hold of anyone to ask if they have my passport. Yeah. That's question one. Question two, I wouldn't be surprised if I get an email saying, like, your passport is ready for collection. Please select a visa appointment day. And I'll have to fly back down to Sydney to do the same fucking thing again for collection.
Yeah. I hope it's simpler than that. I hope they will send it to you.
I'm pretty sure I paid for like an express mail at some stage.
Yeah. At that point, I would also wonder, is it just cheaper to have them send a new visa? But lost it. The embassy lost it.
What?
If your visa.
I fucking hope not.
No, that's what I'm saying though, is if it's like, hey, you have to fly back here, you have to set an appointment, all that. If it's like, just send me a new visa.
Oh, dude, I hope not. I hope not. For the love of, like, Sydney's cool and all, but I fucking can't stand the internet there. It fucking makes me angry. Yeah, so that's the 30-minute life update that I hope people enjoyed. The story of me getting absolutely reamed by Uncle Sam, and don't ever have to go to the US Visa Consulate in Sydney. Or if you do, book the earliest time appointment that you can get in.
I also feel, I mean, that's good life advice, but I also feel like I've watched too many war movies where the embassy gets overthrown or overrun.
Also, while there's a fucking protest outside.
Exactly. Instantly, whenever you're like, there's a protest outside, leave your visa here with us. Hey, I'm not saying it'll happen, but I've seen
far too many fucking movies.
This happened before.
Yeah. 13 hours. Benghazi in Sydney happens all over. I mean, there was a time period when I was sitting on the fucking bench, like next to the window, because you sit on the bench next to the building's window, and like I was looking at it, like I looked to the left, and there's a big like sign on it that's like tells you it's a key, tells you the difference between the two warning signs that can come over. So one is like sharp high pitch, move away from the windows, incoming attack. I was like, that's not what I need to read at all. And then the other one was like high pitch, listen to authorities or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck is going on there? What? Yeah. Why do you have us sitting at the window? Exactly.
Move away from the windows. That's all you have to say.
Why did they need to be two different ones as well? That was the confusing part. Like, I was looking at those windows and like, these are thick windows. Like, this is. I'm hoping that this is some form of bulletproof fucking glass going on. Yeah, it should be. I hope. I fucking don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope so.
I don't know, bro. It was an experience.
Some adventures, yeah. Definitely, anybody that in the future is looking to do that, just be mindful of max adventures and plan ahead, and don't have anything planned afterwards.
Yeah, look, okay, that was a stupid mistake on my part.
I mean, I understand though. Where
I thought it was logical. It was logical. Like if you have it a time,
that's the problem, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You're dealing with U.S. government, where it's not the most efficient.
Be careful what you say, because one, I'm still waiting for my visa, and two, you live there, and this is not a public forum.
Efficient.
Okay,
in its
what's the YouTube channel?
processes.
What this is it. This is what cancels us. Me talking like inside information about an Australian consulate, and you shitting on the efficiency of a
I
government.
don't even know if it's shitting on it. I mean, it's well documented. If you look at like the United States Postal Service, that it loses billions of dollars every year. That's not exactly efficiency.
I feel like that's every country, though. I've spoken about this multiple times about the South African Postal Service, that I'm still waiting for my fuck off strong T-shirt from. like, I'm still waiting for that. What's that? That's how many years is it now? 6, 8? No, longer. It'll be close to 10 years.
I still hope it gets delivered someday, or better yet, that you just.
I see it. I just want to see, like, go back home.
I just hope there's a viral moment, like either a crime or something happening, and it's somebody in that T-shirt.
100%. You know what? That's exactly
what it
it's going to be like a cash in transit robbery or something. So the cash vans will like they usually get stopped on the highway and they put C4 on the back and then they fucking blow it to smithereens and open it up. It'll be one of those guys wearing a fuck off strong T-shirt. It'll be the most magical thing I've ever seen.
That'd be. I mean, I feel like Prescript would have to just build a whole campaign around it, especially because in my head now you have fuck off strong and him just carrying the bags. Just like,
like
secure the bag, fuck off.
Yeah, secure the bag. Dwayne Jackson. They were in Miami when they were personal trainers. What was the movie?
Pain and Gain.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. When he's like running away with all the bags and the things are blowing up, like just that picture, that scene.
Perfect scenario. Yeah, because shit, what is it? It's why am I in the town. I forget the weight of it, but whenever John Hamm's character goes through like the weight of a $20 bill or whatever, or a dollar bill, and it's exactly that. You have to be fuck off strong to carry these bags.
That's pretty much it. That's what I can see happening. Oh, look, probably one of our most useless episodes of all time. 100% the most useless episode that we.
It's a fantastic life update.
Yeah, look, welcome to the life update. That is, I mean, from that, we can add the next level of this. I have to go back to Dubai at some stage, which I was like stoked about. Not stoked about going back into Satan's arsehole in regards to the amount of. I've got to be very careful in the way that comes across, because I will also land up getting in trouble for slating that government. No. That government is great.
With the government. The heat is a little aggressive at times. Inside, he does enjoy the AC when it's available.
It's like 50 degrees in that place. So, yes, look, got to go back there soon, aka wait for my passport and then leave. This is the problem I have. Got to go back there. I was like, oh, cool. Like, war is kind of over. They're all talking to each other and stuff. Monday, literally, like, 4 days ago, they started shooting missiles at fucking Dubai again. I was like, can you guys just give it a break, please?
Wait till this calms down. This is a great time for me not to have my passport to go over there.
Yeah, so that's the next life update. Is we will be discussing that. That'll be the next life update. Hopefully, the next month, be back in Dubai. That's the game plan.
The adventures of Dubai.
Yeah. Fuck. What? A little bit shorter episode today, but we'll leave it at that, guys. What? I'm not even going to say thank you for listening, because I'm just going to say sorry. That's all I'm going to say. Apologies. Not useful in any shape or form, but sometimes needed. A requirement.